If you have 5 minutes now, then I'll show you how to deal arthritis a fatal blow with the ketogenic diet, even if you've tried everything else before. Hi, Vivian here from a Uber Ketogenic Diet. Quickly for beginners, what is the ketogenic diet in a nutshell? The keto diet is very low in carbs, moderate in protein, and high in fat. Through the restriction of carbohydrates, your body is forced into a state called nutritional ketosis. Your fat cells begin to release fatty acids, which your liver will then break down to produce what are called ketones. Those ketones are produced when the body burns fat for energy or fuel. On keto, your insulin, the fat-storing hormone, levels drop greatly, which turns your body into a fat-burning machine. Thus, a ketogenic diet enables your body to access stored fat as a primary form of energy. Now, your body can burn unwanted stored fat in the absence of elevated insulin levels, which leads to weight loss and revitalizes your health. Let's be honest, joint pain ruins vacations, date nights, sporting events, birthdays, heck, your daily life. You never know when it will strike again, the agony. Now, one night my husband woke me up. I was sleep deprived and all because we had just had our baby, and he told me that he had broken his big toe. Jeepers, had he finally lost it? Really, how on earth had that happened while he was sleeping? But he complained that the pain was excruciating. Now, I was in no state to drive him to the hospital, so he had to do it himself. So he got into the car at 2 a.m. in the morning, and it was a gear shift, and he drove himself to the emergency room. Later he phoned me and told me he hadn't broken his toe, it was gout. Right, so he was prescribed allopurinol and acute anti-inflammation medications such as Arcoxia, and when it was really bad he got cortisone injections. Now, the side effects of these meds always freaked him out, so finding a permanent solution never stopped. One day he went to a rheumatologist, and what a waste of money. All he did was regurgitate the industry standard, "It's genetic, there's not much to be done about it, it will lead to arthritis because your mother also had it, and yeah, good luck to you." After pills, creams, you name it, nothing worked, and the diet the doctors prescribed didn't make a dent either. But finally, after he discovered he had atophy, he had had enough. He joined me on my ketogenic diet because we discovered it was anti-inflammatory. Not only did he ditch the gout and arthritic attacks, he lost weight. So do you also want to deal joint pain a fatal blow? Well, let's get going. Now, osteoarthritis is joint inflammation that results from cartilage degeneration. Rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disorder. Your body has developed antibodies attacking your joints. Your joints are deforming, inflammation inside the joints. The suffix itis indicates the inflammation of an organ or tissue. By definition, arthritis is therefore an inflammation of the joints. Osteoarthritis is mechanical degeneration of the cartilage, but is also accompanied by inflammation. Under the supervision of a doctor, he will probably explain that the joint pain is caused by wear and tear, and there's nothing to be done about the situation. He may prescribe medications such as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. These medications work by treating pain and inflammation, but there are some serious side effect. Then you'll get your corticosteroids, disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs, and if that doesn't work, eventually surgery. All of these medications address the symptoms, but not the cause, and they are temporary fixes. They block the pain, but the problem persists. This is no victory. Now look at this. Do you think it is in the best interest of the pharmaceutical industry if we find a solution? No, they will lose billions. Now, most people assume that arthritis results from too much stress and hemorrhage inflicted on their joints over the years. Let's call it wear and tear. On some level, it does make sense. Mechanical machines eventually break down, right? Your lawnmower won't last forever. So accordingly, organic joints on our bodies eventually degrade and fall apart. However, organisms aren't machines. Our bodies can regenerate themselves. We don't need a doctor's assistance for every little cut, scratch, or nick because our bodies can regrow skin and heal wounds. Sure, there are limits. You cannot grow back a leg. However, our bodies can take a surprising amount of damage and bounce back. Broken bones can heal, and even healthy bones are constantly being broken down and reconstructed throughout life, like muscles. Bones respond to stress by refortifying and improving. Our joints undergo similar machinations. Articular cartilage can rebuild itself thanks to a repair cell called a chondrocyte. Chondrocytes are to cartilage as osteoblasts are to bone, and they reside in and maintain the cartilaginous matrix that makes up the cartilage, protecting and enabling joint function. They are constantly breaking down and restoring cartilage. Why do we praise the restorative function of osteoblasts while remaining ignorant of the cartilage-dwelling cousins? Has your doctor also told you that there is nothing to be done? You need medication. Now, most doctors claim arthritis is due to wear and tear, but let me tell you a story. Moose and arthritis. Yeah, I'm not losing it, just bear with me here. Now, the moose of Isle Royale in Lake Superior, Michigan. The ancestors swam to the island about 100 years ago in search of food. Food they found, but while Isle Royale being an island at all, food was limited. As the moose population increased, the availability of food decreased. The population stopped growing due to limited food supply. Now this is where it gets interesting. Researchers found that the moose had arthritis. Osteoarthritis increased in moose who were born in times of population excess and nutritional hardship. So the poor baby moose who were malnourished were more likely to develop osteoarthritis. Malnourished is the key word here. So continuing, a researcher, Dr. Peterson, said if the arthritis were caused by excess wear and tear on the moose's joints, that would have meant that the times of food scarcity occurred when the moose were already grown, since the extra wear would have happened to moose walking further to find edible plants. But the arthritic moose had had plentiful food as adults. So you see where I'm going with this. The moose had arthritis due to malnourishment, not wear and tear. So let's have a look at a few solutions. Number 1, a ketogenic diet. The keto diet is very low in carbs, moderate in protein and high in fat. This way of eating is the cornerstone of an anti-inflammatory diet. Now let's have a look at how exactly a ketogenic diet will lower inflammation and help decrease arthritis. Number 2, no wheat. One group of proteins found in wheat, amylase trypsin inhibitors, the ATIs, have been shown to trigger an immune response in the gut that can spread to other tissue in the body. So with my uber ketogenic diet, you know for sure there is no wheat, so you can't go wrong there. Number 3 is sugar. The American Journal of Clinical Nutrition warns that processed sugar triggers the release of inflammatory messengers called cytokines. Now these high glycemic index foods loaded with sugar basically fuel the production of advanced glycation and AGE products that stimulate inflammation. High sugar diets have been linked to elevated levels of C-reactive protein, an inflammatory particle. So to reduce inflammation, you will want to avoid sugar at all costs. Number 4, vegetable oils. Now, vegetable oils contain a particularly damaging omega-6 polyunsaturated fatty acid called linoleic acid. Trouble is linoleic acid causes inflammation, and linoleic acid turns into pro-inflammatory compounds called eiscostanoids that cause an immune response in your cells, creating inflammation. Chronic inflammation triggers many of the chronic diseases in the Western world today. So skip the corn, soybean, canola, and vegetable oils because they are pro-inflammatory and just totally bad for you. Vitamin D. You need about 15 minutes a day for your vitamin D. According to several studies, low vitamin D is linked to increased osteoarthritis. So go get a bit of sun every day. Number 6, turmeric. Turmeric, specifically curcumin, it's an active ingredient, appears to protect chondrocytes. Now, my private clients who have joint pain, they just love turmeric because it does help with the pain. Number 7, collagen. Now, collagen helps maintain the integrity of our cartilage. Some studies have shown that taking collagen supplements may help improve symptoms of osteoarthritis and reduce joint pain all over. In this study, adults took 2 grams of collagen daily for 70 days. Those who took collagen had a significant reduction in joint pain and were better able to engage in physical activity than those who did not take it. Taking collagen supplements has shown to reduce inflammation and stimulate collagen synthesis in the body. This may help promote pain relief for people with joint pain and osteoarthritis. My hydrolyzed collagen goes with me everywhere. The stuff is fantastic, not to mention the anti-aging benefits it has. And last one is potassium. Now, scientists have conducted research to establish whether increased potassium could improve RA symptoms. And one study showed a strong anti-pain effect of high-level potassium supplementation potassium. Nearly half of those who took 6,000 milligrams of potassium daily for 28 days reported a 33% reduction in their arthritis pain. Nearly half of those who took 6,000 milligrams of potassium daily for 28 days reported a 33% reduction in their arthritis pain. Trust me, a ketogenic diet can instantly change your health and weight. The mystery of losing weight and gaining control of your health vanishes, and suddenly you will be feeling healthy, shedding pounds daily, and regaining your lust for life. Losing weight can be fun when results are consistently good. You get results and you feel ecstatic, and the problems keeping you up at night become far and few between. But you gotta find the right and effective ketogenic diet that will bring real life results. Not some program that costs an arm and a leg but leads you down a rocky road of disaster with no tangible results. So here's what's up. You need to know that a one-size-fits-all approach does not work. You are unique. No two people are the same. If you and your, let's say, friend, sister, brother, mother, or aunt follow the exact same diet, well, the results won't be optimal for you because you are unique. Your height, age, gender, activity levels, weight, goals you set for yourself are not the same. Personally, I wouldn't attempt just any ketogenic diet without having a proven step-by-step guide to follow. And this is especially true if you want to save time, money, and frustration. I mean it. That is why we at My Uber Ketogenic Diet created our ratio-based 28-day meal plan customized to your individual needs. And this, my friend, is the cornerstone of a successful ketogenic diet. This 28-day meal plan is all about moving you in the right direction. You will know exactly how many carbs, protein, and fat you should be eating daily. And that is where most people fail dismally on a ketogenic diet because they get their macronutrients ratios completely wrong and sadly throw in the towel. And more often than not, even gain more weight. And listen to this. If one of your input values for your ratio changes, such as your weight or activity level, you simply recalculate your ratio and get a new customized meal plan. So you see, at any given moment, you will fully optimize your weight loss efforts. Right, so I really enjoyed making this video for you. If you know anybody who would find this information helpful, please share it with them so we can revolutionize our health and help one another. I know it sucks to struggle to lose weight and correct health, but pure bliss when you do succeed. Wouldn't you agree? So you now have your unique ratio. All you need to do is pair it with your tailored 28-day meal plan and you are good to go. Click the button below this video and I will see you on the inside.